Okay, there's no script here. This is going to be a pretty simple video. I'm just going to talk to the camera for a couple minutes. There's not going to be any cuts unless I really fuck something up. So if there's a cut, just know I really fucked up. But it's probably going to be a pretty simple video. A lot of this stuff I'm going to talk about, you already know. But sometimes the things that you do know, you need to hear them a couple times and you need to be reminded of them for them to really settle in. So I'm just going to tell a bit of my story, some of the lessons I've learned along the way, and hopefully resonates with you, makes a bit of sense, and hopefully it inspires you to take a jump and try something. Reality is you're probably not going to get to where you want to go or do the things you want to do by playing it safe and doing what you're currently doing. You're going to have to make a change. You're going to have to make a jump at some point. You're going to have to go all in. It's not just going to happen if you half-ass it, have one foot out the door the whole time. That's not how it works. Unfortunately, the people that do go all in, they're going to beat you every single fucking time. So when I left school 6 years ago, I originally started a carpentry apprenticeship, and my original plan was I was going to build that. I was going to do my carpentry apprenticeship, get my builder's license, start a company, build that up, start buying blocks of land, building houses on them, and renting them out. After a while, I realised I've got zero skills I actually need to make that happen. I'd be able to do the work. I really enjoyed the work. It was so much fun. Like carpentry, fucking love it. Building things with my hands, so much fun. Right? There were obviously shit days, but majority of it, so much fun. I realised I could not talk to people. I had zero confidence, zero people skills, and I would have just got walked all over if I started a company and I was running a company. Would not have ended well. So I pushed myself. Once I decided and realised that, it took me a good 3-4 months before I actually did something about it. I knew what I needed to do, but I still held off. It took me a while before I did. And that was going and getting a job doing sales, because that was just the most uncomfortable thing I could think of doing. But I knew that I'd get the skills and a lot of the lessons I needed from doing that. I'd learn how to talk to people. I'd learn how to get over my fear of rejection, fear of failure, because I'd be getting rejected and failed. I'd be getting rejected and I'd be failing hundreds of times every single day. Would have been incredibly painful. And I knew that, which is why I held off from doing it for a good couple months. And then something lined up and there was a good week period, had a trial day, ended up getting a job. Walked in the next day, quit my carpentry apprenticeship. My boss tried to convince me to stay, tried to tell me, no, don't leave. Go and do this for a month, come back, and we'll continue your apprenticeship, and then you can decide which one you want to do. And I was like, no, I've got to burn the boats. I've got to go all in. Please just sign the form. I've got to submit it. I'm not coming back. And when I decided I was going to go and do sales, I told my parents. Now, my parents, they weren't as supportive. Like they told me that, no, just finish your apprenticeship and then you can think about doing something else. Like, just stick it out, go and do it. Like, what if it all goes wrong? Everything's going to fuck up and you're going to be back where you started. And I was like, I can't blame them. They were looking out for me. They just wanted what was best for me, which is very fair. Honestly, absolutely love them to bits for that. But I was doing something different. I wasn't playing the safe game. I wasn't sticking to one thing and going through, seeing it all the way through. I was doing something else because I knew what I wanted, knew what I was expecting to get out of it. They didn't. They just wanted me to be happy and they didn't want to see me fail, realistically. And so I told them, I was like, hey, I understand this isn't something that you want me to do, but I'm going to be doing it regardless. I'm just letting you know. Ended up doing the sales job. I almost quit my first day because, wouldn't you fucking know it, it was pretty fucking hard. And like, the person I was then couldn't fucking handle it at all. But I forced myself to stay there. I forced myself to tough it out. Made sure I was taking on as many of the lessons and everything as I could. Because when you're fucking shit at something, the more reps you do, the better you're going to get. And the more reps you can do quickly, the better you're going to get quickly. I ended up being Rookie of the Month for the company. Ended up getting on the global leaderboards a couple months later. And then after 6 months, I didn't like where the company was going. So I ended up quitting and starting my new thing. Now, the next thing I went into with fucking both feet as well. Had to do it. It was starting a little small business, buying and selling couches. And me and my best mate were doing that. We were picking up couches for free, flipping them on Facebook Marketplace, and I was doing that. We were making a decent bit of money doing that. And we were trying to build skills at the same time so that we can go and do other things. Didn't end up going to do those other things. But yeah, learn a lot from that as well. But just little negotiation things with people. A lot of times in negotiation and like just dealing with people, you never really know until you ask. Like you might as well ask. And a lot of the times when you ask, you end up getting a lot of the things you want. Because most people just, they're like, hey, sometimes people are a lot more generous than you think they are. Sometimes you're a lot more generous than people think you are. Goes both ways. So you might as well ask the question. You might as well just go all in. All right. You've got to do it. You're going to learn a lot more. You're going to fail a lot more. But the faster you fail, the quicker you get over it. And the quicker you learn as well. A lot of the lessons come, it's fucking brutal, but a lot of the lessons come when you fuck up and something goes wrong. I'm learning that now in the business I'm running now. When things go really wrong, make sure to make a fucking massive note of it so it doesn't happen again. Because if you can learn from your mistakes instead of giving up and wanting to do something else, you can do pretty fucking well. But I did couches for a while. Now I've got a marketing company, and me and my best mate are running that now. We're doing pretty well, I'd say. We're getting busy now. We're scaling the company. We're hiring editors. We're starting to outsource work so that we can focus on the things that are actually going to grow the company and move it forward, which is good. It's a whole new skill set. I've got to learn. I've got no idea what the fuck I'm doing the majority of the time, but I'm going into it. I'm knowing that I'm going to fuck up, and I'm knowing that I'm going to have to learn and figure things out on the go. Every time I've gone into something thinking I've got it fully figured out and know exactly what's going to happen, something snuck up on me and absolutely just blew everything up. And it's never good when that happens, but it's going to happen, right? It's going to happen. You can't avoid it. Eventually, something you weren't seeing coming is going to pop up. Shit happens. But you've just got to learn from those mistakes, and you just got to keep moving. It's just the way the cookie crumbles, you know? Just got to roll with the punches, take the lessons, and keep moving on. So with the business I'm doing now, I'm going all in. I'm all in on it. Right now, everything that's in front of me, unknown, uncharted territory, haven't been there before. Absolutely fucking terrifies me, but it excites me at the same time. I've got to do so much learning, so much growing to get to be the person that's going to be able to successfully run all these things. That's just the reality of it. I've got to do a lot of work on myself. I've got to do a lot of work on the company. I've got to do a lot of being able to quickly pivot and shift. I heard an analogy once. They were talking about when you're small and starting off on things. Imagine you're in the ocean, like massive ocean, and you're just on a little tinny, like small little boat. You're going to have to change direction heaps to navigate the sea. Otherwise, you're going to flip and you're going to capsize. That's where I'm at now. Gonna heaps of navigation, heaps of pivoting, just to make it through the day, just to make it through. But once you get bigger, the boat starts getting bigger, and eventually you're so fucking big that you just cruise. Every now and then you make tiny little adjustments, but those adjustments are heaps more impactful than when you're small, just trying to get by. So that's what we're aiming for. We want to be big, we want to be massive, and we're not going to get there by half-assing it, because the people that are going all in, they're going to beat us if we do that. So, simple lesson you can take out of this: go all in. Get out of your comfort zone. It's going to challenge you. It's going to make you fucking want to quit. But if you hold through, if you endure, you'll fucking get there in the end, I promise. But actually, I don't promise, because you can't guarantee stuff like that. There is no promise of a payoff. As long as you stay in the game and keep playing, there's a chance you'll get the payoff, but it's not a guarantee. Unfortunately, that's not how it works. If you want to take the risk, that's up to you. I want to take the risk because I believe the payoff's worth it if I can get there. And I'm hoping I can get there. And hopefully, if you see this, you take a jump, you take a leap, you go all in on yourself, all in on your company, all in on your brand, whatever you're doing, hopefully you'll get there too.